Most seniors don't realize this, but there is one very common vitamin D mistake that quietly speeds up aging, weakens the body, and drains energy year after year. It's not something dramatic. It's not something doctors usually explain properly. And many men over 50 are making this mistake every single day, thinking they are doing the right thing. Vitamin D is often called a vitamin, but in reality, it behaves more like a hormone. It affects nearly every system in the body, from bones to muscles, from immunity to mood. Yet after 50, the body's ability to make and use vitamin D drops sharply. Skin becomes less efficient at producing it from sunlight. Digestion becomes weaker, and the liver and kidneys don't activate it as well as they used to. This means that even men who spend time outdoors or take supplements can still be deficient without realizing it. Now here's where the mistake begins. Many seniors think vitamin D is just about bones, so they take it randomly, sometimes with an empty stomach, sometimes late at night, sometimes inconsistently. Others avoid sunlight altogether out of fear, staying indoors most of the day. Some rely only on supplements, while others rely only on sunlight, not understanding that timing and lifestyle matter more than the dose itself. After 50, men often face silent challenges. Muscles slowly weaken, joints feel stiffer, balance isn't as sharp, and recovery takes longer. Fatigue becomes normal. Immunity weakens, so infections last longer than they used to. Mood can dip, motivation drops, and sleep becomes lighter. These changes are often blamed on just aging, but vitamin D plays a surprisingly large role in all of this. One of the biggest problems is timing. Vitamin D is meant to work with the body's natural rhythms. When taken at the wrong time or without the right conditions, it doesn't absorb well and can even interfere with sleep. Another issue is lifestyle. Sitting most of the day, eating processed foods, and avoiding natural light all block vitamin D from doing its job, no matter how much you take. Dr. Barbara O'Neill often reminds us that the body heals best when we work with nature, not against it. Vitamin D was designed to come from sunlight, movement and balance, not from a pill taken without thought. When men over 50 ignore this, the body ages faster. Bones thin quietly. Muscles lose strength. The immune system weakens. Energy fades and inflammation rises. The good news is that this isn't permanent damage. When vitamin D is corrected properly, many seniors notice stronger legs, better balance, improved mood, and fewer aches. But it starts with understanding the mistake and changing how, when, and why vitamin D is used. One of the most damaging vitamin D habits among seniors is treating it like a simple supplement instead of respecting how the body actually uses it. Many men over 50 take vitamin D once in a while, skip days, or take it at night, believing that any amount at any time is helpful. But the body doesn't work that way. Vitamin D is closely connected to daylight, movement, and digestion. When those things are ignored, the vitamin cannot do its full job. Taking vitamin D late in the evening is a common mistake. Vitamin D signals the body that it is daytime. When taken too late, it can quietly interfere with sleep quality. Sleep may become lighter, shorter, or broken, even if a man doesn't realize vitamin D is the cause. Poor sleep then accelerates aging, weakens immunity, and increases inflammation. Over time, this creates a cycle where men feel tired, stiff, and older than they should. Another issue is absorption. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it needs healthy fats to be absorbed properly. Many seniors either eat very low-fat meals or take supplements on an empty stomach. In both cases, most of the vitamin passes through unused. Men believe they are supplementing correctly, but blood levels remain low. This leads to frustration and confusion, while the real problem is simply how it's being taken. Sun avoidance is another major mistake. Sunlight, when used wisely, is not the enemy. Short, regular exposure helps the body produce vitamin D in its natural form, which the body recognizes and uses efficiently. When seniors stay indoors all day, the body misses this natural signal. Even supplements cannot fully replace the benefits of sensible sunlight combined with movement. Men over 50 often notice muscle weakness in the legs first. Climbing stairs becomes harder. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. Balance feels slightly off. Vitamin D receptors are found in muscle tissue, and without enough vitamin D, muscles lose strength and coordination. This increases the risk of falls, which is one of the biggest threats to independence in later years. There is also a strong connection between vitamin D and the immune system. Seniors with low vitamin D tend to get sick more often and take longer to recover. Small infections linger. Inflammation stays high. The body feels like it's always fighting something. This constant stress accelerates aging from the inside. Lifestyle plays a powerful role here. Sitting for long hours, rarely going outside, and relying heavily on processed foods all reduce vitamin D effectiveness. The body becomes stiff, circulation slows, and nutrients don't reach tissues efficiently. Vitamin D cannot work alone. It needs movement, light, and nourishment to activate its full potential. To slow aging instead of speeding it up, men over 50 must begin working with their bodies rather than forcing quick fixes. Vitamin D responds best to consistency, simplicity, and rhythm. The body thrives on gentle routines, not sudden extremes. Small daily habits, when done correctly, can restore balance and strength over time. Morning light is one of the most powerful and overlooked tools. When the eyes and skin receive early daylight, the body's internal clock resets. This improves sleep later at night and helps vitamin D work in harmony with other hormones. Even 10 to 20 minutes outdoors in the morning, with gentle movement like walking, can make a meaningful difference. This is not about intense sun exposure, but about regular connection with natural light. Movement activates vitamin D at the cellular level. Muscles and bones respond better when the body moves daily. Simple walking, light stretching, or slow strength movements help vitamin D reach the tissues that need it most. Men who sit for long hours often feel stiff, tired, and heavy. Even if they take supplements, movement allows nutrients to circulate and reduces inflammation that blocks healing. Diet also plays a supporting role. Whole natural foods help the body absorb and use vitamin D more effectively. Healthy fats from simple sources support absorption, while overly processed foods interfere with digestion and nutrient use. As digestion weakens with age, food quality becomes more important than quantity. Eating slowly and mindfully also improves nutrient uptake. Another overlooked factor is stress. Chronic stress drains vitamin D reserves faster than many realize. When the body is under constant pressure, it diverts nutrients towards survival instead of repair. This leads to faster aging, weaker immunity, and slower healing. Gentle routines, time outdoors, and adequate rest all help lower stress levels and allow vitamin D to support repair instead of emergency response. Many men over 50 chase energy through stimulants or quick solutions, ignoring foundational habits. True energy comes from balanced systems working together. Vitamin D supports muscle tone, mood stability, and immune strength, but only when the body is not overloaded or depleted. Hydration also matters. Dehydration thickens the blood and slows circulation, making it harder for nutrients to reach cells. Drinking clean water throughout the day supports kidney function, which is essential for activating vitamin D. When kidneys are strained, vitamin D remains inactive, even if intake appears sufficient. Consistency is the real secret. Sporadic sunlight, irregular supplementation, and erratic sleep confuse the body. Regular routines, even if simple, send a clear signal to the body that it is safe to repair and restore. Over time, joints feel more flexible, muscles regain strength, and energy stabilizes. Men often accept aches, fatigue, and weakness as unavoidable signs of aging. But the body is designed to heal at every stage of life when given the right conditions. Vitamin D is not a miracle, but it is a powerful supporter when used correctly. One of the most widespread misunderstandings about vitamin D is the belief that taking more will automatically bring better results. Many seniors increase the dose when they feel tired or achy, assuming the body will simply use what it needs. But the body works on balance, not excess. When vitamin D is taken without the nutrients and habits that help regulate it, problems can quietly develop. Vitamin D works closely with minerals in the body. Without proper balance, it may pull calcium into places where it doesn't belong instead of strengthening bones. This doesn't happen overnight, which is why many people don't connect their symptoms to vitamin D misuse. Stiffness, discomfort, or unusual fatigue can slowly appear, leading to confusion rather than clarity. Another myth is that sunlight is dangerous at all times. In reality, short, sensible exposure is very different from prolonged burning. The body was designed to respond to sunlight in gentle doses. When seniors avoid the sun entirely, the body misses a key natural signal. Supplements alone cannot fully replace this. Light affects mood, sleep rhythms, and hormone balance in ways pills cannot replicate. There is also a false belief that vitamin D works independently. In truth, it relies on the health of the liver and kidneys to become active. As men age, these organs often become less efficient due to poor diet, dehydration, medications, or lack of movement. When this happens, vitamin D stays in storage form and cannot support bones, muscles, or immunity properly. Another subtle mistake is ignoring symptoms. Many men experience frequent colds, slow healing, low mood, or persistent aches and assume it's normal aging. These are often signs that vitamin D is not functioning well in the body. Instead of listening, they push through discomfort, which accelerates wear and tear. Indoor living has also changed how vitamin D works in modern life. Glass blocks the wavelengths needed for vitamin D production, so sitting by a sunny window does not provide the same benefit as being outdoors. Air conditioning, artificial lighting, and long screen time further disconnect the body from natural rhythms. Men over 50 also tend to underestimate rest. Deep restorative sleep is when the body repairs tissues and balances hormones. Vitamin D supports this process indirectly by aligning body with daylight cycles. When sleep is irregular or insufficient, healing slows and inflammation rises, making aging feel heavier and faster. The goal is not perfection, but awareness. Understanding that vitamin D is part of a larger system helps men avoid frustration and disappointment. Gentle sunlight, balanced intake, hydration, movement, and rest all work together. When one is missing, the whole system weakens. Aging does not suddenly happen at a certain birthday. It is the result of small daily habits repeated over many years. Vitamin D plays a quiet but powerful role in this process when used correctly. It supports strength, resilience, and vitality. When misunderstood or ignored, it allows the body to weaken faster than it should. For men over 50, the goal is not to chase youth, but to preserve function. Strong legs, steady balance, clear thinking, and reliable energy are what truly matter. These depend on how well the body absorbs and uses nutrients, not just how much is consumed. Vitamin D works best when it fits naturally into a healthy daily rhythm. A simple routine can change everything. Gentle morning light tells the body it is time to be active and alert. Movement, even light walking, wakes up the muscles and improves circulation. Eating real, nourishing foods supports digestion and absorption. Drinking enough water helps the kidneys activate vitamin D so it can do its work. Rest at night allows the body to repair what was stressed during the day. Many seniors wait for a major problem before making changes, but the body gives small signals long before serious issues appear. Frequent tiredness, slower movement, low mood, and repeated minor illnesses are messages, not just inconveniences. Listening early prevents bigger struggles later. It's important to remember that the body was designed to heal. Even after years of neglect or misunderstanding, improvement is possible. When vitamin D is respected and supported through lifestyle, men often notice gradual but meaningful changes. Muscles feel more responsive. Joints move more freely. The mind feels clearer. Sleep becomes deeper. These changes don't happen overnight, but they are real and lasting. Barbara O'Neill often emphasizes that health is not complicated, but it does require consistency and wisdom. Nature provides what the body needs, but modern habits often block access to it. Reconnecting with simple, natural rhythms restores balance in a way no single supplement ever can. There is no need for fear, extreme measures, or constant worry. Awareness and small corrections are enough. Vitamin D is not a cure-all, but it is a foundation. When that foundation is weak, everything built on it struggles. When it is strong, the body stands more firmly against the effects of time. Aging with strength is not about fighting the body, it is about supporting it. When men over 50 stop making this common vitamin D mistake and start working with their bodies instead of against them, aging slows, confidence grows, and life feels steadier.